machine guns anyone can buy from Brandon Herrera. I assume by anyone they are not including felons. Please play? No? I have to get the
If you know
button.
anything about guns, especially cool guns, you know that there's fully automatic weapons and there's semi-automatic weapons. Well,
there's also manual action guns. You know, bolt, pump, lever. You got single shots as well. Sorry. Please continue.
well, there is a new product that's come along in the last couple of years that kind of blurs the line between the two. That product, shut the fuck up.
Ooh, Mark 23.
Anyway, sorry about that. Where was I? Oh, right. That product is called the FRT, or the Forced Reset Trigger. There's a lot of different variations of it, including the Super Safety, which is one of the things that we're going to be talking about today. At time of recording, it's completely legal for the average American to own, and it really blurs the line between a civilian legal non-NFA firearm and a fucking machine gun. We're going to talk about what it is, how it works, why it's legal, and just shoot it and have fun.
Okay. This is something that a lot of people are going to be upset about for stupid reasons, but I think is really good. There are a lot of YouTubers, a lot of internet personalities, if you will, who when they talk about FRTs, they're like, oh yes, clearly this is not a machine gun. It is not even close to a machine gun. Like, look at this, look at the function of the trigger. But yes, yes, finally, someone actually is saying like, oh yeah, this kind of blurs the line between the two. Which, if we're honest, yeah, it does. And there's going to be people upset. They're like, how dare you say that? Now the ATF knows. They already knew. They already knew.
Because if you don't do that, what's the point?
MP5.
This is an MP5 SD. We'll get more into the details on what exactly this gun is later.
Is it a
But
real SD
for all intents
or
and
the
purposes,
Century
MP5
one?
SD, chambered in 9mm. But the thing that takes this otherwise semi-automatic weapon and takes it to the next level is this.
Gross. That's not what the bottom half of an MP5 is supposed to look like.
This little lower right here. So this is a surprise mouse tool that will help us later, or right now. This is actually my first time firing one of these. I've shot the semi-auto versions, and of course I own a full auto MP5 SD.
It's basically just, I can't believe it's not auto sear. Someone needs to make that, please. Please. I need some troll company to make and sell I can't believe it's not auto sear. I'll buy one by mail order.
But this is my first time firing anything with a Super Safety. I'm going to semi first. No, just normal MP5 SD.
Turn on trigger slap premium mode.
Very quiet. Very, very quiet. God, I love these fucking guns. And now, Super Safety mode.
That looked super safe.
All right, I get it. I fucking get it.
Fully semi-automatic. If there's anything that's fully semi-automatic, it's this.
That was a complete, clean mag dump. As somebody who's got a good bit of experience on the real deal, if you didn't tell me.
Come on. You can't tell me you don't notice the trigger slap.
This feels like a fucking machine gun. The fact that this is available on the market is so based. So based. I want to shoot this some more. That's so neat.
I do need more FRTs. I only have pistol FRTs.
This fucking absurd. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. If I did not have an SOT and access to like real deal full auto stuff, I would buy this in a fucking heartbeat. I'm dead fucking serious. If I was shooting machine guns all day, and you just handed this to me and told me to go nuts, I don't know if I would know the difference. You think I'm exaggerating? Delance, you try it. Here, we'll trade off.
I think he's exaggerating.
Okay. I see. Like if I told you that was a machine gun.
I don't think I would be able to tell that it was not. That felt really good.
The cyclic rate is so consistent. Like it's not like you listen to these like slide fires, these bump stocks, you know, different shit like that. And it sounds like it's kind of hiccupy or...
I will say, not all FRTs are built the same. Some FRTs, you do get that difference in fire rate. Some FRTs, it is easier to jam up the gun based on how hard you're pulling the trigger. There's variations. Any FRT that I've shot has been very obvious that it's not a machine gun because you get your super trigger slap. I don't know, maybe this is just a really nice trigger.
You know, sometimes it's hard to get into that proper cadence. This is stupid. It's a glowing review. You should put that on your fucking website if you're watching this. Super Safety. It is fucking stupid. Not like in a soup knife or Jasmine Crockett way, like a good way. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. What is an FRT and why is this not a machine gun?
Tell me, AK
Well, to
man.
answer that question, we have to go back in time a little. Also, we can drop the Vsauce music. That was just that was such a lame bit. I don't know why. I've done hundreds of these videos. I get bored sometimes. I like to play around. But on the machine gun bit, for the last few decades, the gun industry has been kind of...
Super Safety's FRTs, awesome. I hate the look of this lower. It's the wrong shape. It's the wrong profile. It's got an AR-15 grip on it. Ugh. Gross. Okay.
Skirting the rules of that machine gun ban. Machine guns, of course, becoming regulated in 1934 with the NFA, or the National Firearms Act, and I mean, kind of effectively being outlawed with the Hughes Amendment in the Firearms Protection Act of 1986. It basically makes it illegal for your average civilian to own a machine gun unless it was registered and, you know, manufactured and registered before May of 1986.
Yeah, keep in mind, prior to 1986, civilians could own, purchase, and buy new production machine guns. Some of you guys are old. Some of you guys might remember when you could buy these. Maybe, I don't know if any of you are that old. I know people who are old enough that remember this. Your guys' parents and grandparents probably remember these days. It's not that long ago.
There are a few exceptions to that. Like, for example, I'm a FFL, I'm an 07, 02 manufacturer with, FFL SOT. I get to manufacture machine guns, SPRs, suppressors, whatever like that. But that's because I'm a manufacturer who's engaged in the business. For your average Joe Blow civilian, it can get expensive because you only have a very limited pool of machine guns that were made and registered before the cutoff date in 1986. So your typical AR-15, now if it's a transferable, meaning that you can buy it, it's on the registry, anybody can have it, goes from being a $1,000 rifle to being a $25,000 rifle. Makes it pretty cost prohibitive for most people. And if you also think the NFA is bullshit and the Second Amendment does apply to weapons like this, and well, weapons like that.
I was gonna say, but we can have things like this. I know, because I don't have an MP5. I do have an FRT though.
Go ahead and subscribe. These are your people. You'll get along here. Welcome to the community.
Now, I will say I did buy that MP5 base gun with a credit card, which can be tricky when it comes to credit card debt. And unfortunately, debt from credit cards is not an accident. It's a system built to keep Americans down.
All right, Jack, raise your hand if you've gone into credit card debt to buy a gun.
Every call, every fee, every high interest trap is another thing that can make you feel like the game is rigged. The good news is PDS debt has already helped hundreds of thousands fight back, cutting debt, ending the calls, and putting the money back where it belongs. In your pocket. Whether you're struggling with credit cards, personal loans, medical bills, whatever it may be,
the only thing
PDS
worse
Debt
than
has
credit
customized
card debt.
options to help you out. And there's no minimum credit score required. They're here to help you save money and pay off your debt faster. And at the end of the day, it's your money, it's your future. Don't let the system decide for you. You could be 30 seconds away from being debt-free. Get your free assessment and find out the best option for you at pdsdebt.com/Brandon. That's pdsdebt.com/Brandon. pdsdebt.com/Brandon. Links are in the description if you want to check them out. We appreciate PDS Debt for sponsoring the video. And if you clicked on this video because you have an interest in gunsmithing or weapons technology, maybe check out sdi.edu as well. It's a great option to get your start. Links will be in the description and in the pinned comment for that.
Go check out the Sonora Desert infection.
So we've been trying to get the next best thing and kind of skirt those rules basically forever. You had the GAT triggers, which were like kind of like a crank that you'd put in the trigger guard that would essentially turn it into like a small Gatling gun, whatever gun you attached it to. You had the slide fires, the bump stocks, that's the one most people know about. That was a pretty big deal for a while.
Bump stocks were hot garbage.
Videos with it. After some unfortunate circumstances in national news, they got quite a bit of attention. The entire idea is that it's like a sliding stock that had a little piece for your trigger finger to rest on that slid with the stock back and forth, that basically when the gun was rocking back and forth due to recoil, it would be making your finger pull that trigger. There are slow-mo videos of this happening, which is why it does not fall under the definition of machine gun, even though it fires fast. The reason all this matters is that the federal definition of a machine gun is a weapon that will fire more than one round per trigger pull. So whether it's 3-round burst, whether it's...
No, hold on, Mr. AK Man. It's per function of the trigger, not per trigger pull. There are states, like Florida, that have rewritten their own version of that says per pull of the trigger, and in states like that, you cannot have an FRT.
It's actually fully automatic. The law just considers that a machine gun. And if you are caught with one that is not properly registered, that could be a $250,000 fine and 10 years in federal fuck you prison. So because with these bump stocks, you were actually still having to pull the trigger every single time, they weren't considered a machine gun. This is something the courts have gone back and forth on several times, but they usually land on the correct answer, which is it legally doesn't fit the definition. And because it's not regulated under that definition, we can have it. Now, bump stocks were kind of on the line. The FRT.
Thanks, Trump. Let's not forget who tried to ban bump stocks.
In the last range video, we told you we were retiring the White Claw penetration test once and for all. Been many years of some really good times with that bit. But life is about change. Everything changes. One day you wake up thinking everything's okay, and then the next day you get 2 Christmases. But this is one of those good changes, because we're moving from the White Claw penetration test to the Echelon penetration test. Watch the Unsubscribed podcast. Me and my fellow co-hosts actually became part owners of Echelon, an energy drink company that has a pretty big focus in the military and veteran community. And you know
what? A Springfield sponsorship when? How are you going to be a firearms creator and then name your energy drink after a gun?
As much as some of you probably might like getting White Claw wasted, I would prefer to promote a company that actually shares my values and not one that, well, probably just wanted me to go away from day one. So we're going to line up some of these Echelon cans and we're going to feed it to the Super Safety. Telling the White Claw marketing executive it's too late to apologize. In 3, 2, 1.
Got him.
This thing just fucking rips, man. No survivors. Honestly, I am excited for the new flavors of Echelon. We got some new ones coming out.
Probably could have done
try some. They should be available at the live shows, which, by the way, I am looking forward to seeing you guys there this weekend in San Antonio and Orlando. If you want to hang out with us at the San Antonio live show, there are still tickets available in the beautiful Majestic Theater. Link will be down in the description. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. So legally, the reason this is not considered a machine gun...
Wait, not the BATFA. Full auto guns with thumb triggers are legal in Florida because thumb triggers are pushed and not pulled. Wait, hold on. I think you're onto something there. It's still going to be illegal federally, but if you had a thumb trigger FRT where it's a single push of the trigger instead of a single pull of the trigger, I think you can be onto something. Not the BATFA. It's going to be opening up a FRT company in Florida, specializing in thumb trigger FRTs.
Is because it is a forced reset trigger. So it is making the trigger reset every single round. So to demonstrate, I pull the trigger, this fires around, and there is a mechanism that when the bolt goes backward, pushes my trigger finger forward, forcing me to reset the trigger. And you actually hear it there. It's resetting every time.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw that. It did in fact reset it.
Pressure on it. I'm pulling the trigger multiple times, and because I have that consistent backward pressure, I can do it very quickly. Not only can I do it very quickly, I will do it in time to the cycling of the bolt, which makes it sound like a machine gun. I mean, fuck me talking about it. Let me just show you. Loaded up another mag here.
Slow-mo time.
Slap this in. The patented HK slap, because you gotta. Gift me ein Klapp, Papa. So what I'm gonna try to do now is make this as easy to demonstrate as possible by keeping my left hand, my forearm clear here, so you can just see like the very pad of my trigger finger here. So when I get on target and I pull the trigger, hopefully you'll be able to see how much this is assisting the reset, so that I'm continuously pulling back, like I am pulling the trigger, but because it is helping with the reset and the recoil is helping with the reset and all that stuff, I'm able to keep continuous pressure backward on the trigger, and that is what's allowing me to pull the trigger rapidly and cyclically along with the gun, which is what simulates the full auto function. Now that we're in the sun, let's give this a shot.
Yeah, I see that trigger clearly resetting.
Now this gun itself is not actually a real HK MP5 SD. Now you may be asking yourself, Brandon, I know you have a full auto actual like HK MP5 SD. Why would you be trading that out for something like this that just has an FRT?
Is it because you got sent it for
extremely
free?
Convenient hypothetical viewer. It's because this gun's actually not for me. It's actually a gun that we're building out for Jared Eisigman. You don't know about Jared, super fucking awesome guy. We've been going up with him the last couple months and fucking around with his fighter jets and just having some fun up in Bozeman. The guy's a tech genius, fighter pilot, big space enthusiast. The guy's gone to space multiple fucking times, has a Netflix series about it. Was Trump's pick for head of NASA, hopefully will be soon. But most importantly, great taste in firearms. And this is something he talked about wanting, so we built this one out for him. But he, like most of you, doesn't have access to an SOT, meaning that we...
The real question is, does the suppressor go all the way back?
Had to be particular on the way that we built it. We couldn't just build it up as a machine gun like we would build for ourselves. So I figured I'd try out the next best thing and try this Hoffman Tactical Super Safety. We should have a video coming up eventually over on the B channel where we got some of the political stuff as well. Should have a video dropping there this weekend detailing some of the campaign stuff if you'd like to check that out. Again, links will be down in the description for that. Yeah, that's why I took this. It's actually a Century AP5 SD. This is not real.
No, it is the Century. Dang it. And that means the suppressor does not go all the way back. I mean, it's still neat. It's still neat. It's still cool. But I had gotten my hopes up that it was even cooler. Spooky. You can't just ask an MP5 such lewd questions. I can, and I will.
HK, but it was made in Turkey. Sorry, unrelated. It is Turkish made, but it was on licensed HK tooling though. Honestly, they run pretty good. I've had a Zenith forever that was made on the same stuff. I think it was MKE out in Turkey. As far as MP5 clones, works pretty fucking well. This was not originally integrally suppressed. We had to swap out the barrel and the suppressor and everything, or the fake suppressor with a real suppressor. This one is an Otter Creek Labs lithium.
The roller coasters. So the suppressor does go all the way back?
9, and I'm frankly upset at Otter Creek Labs over this just because it's actually quieter than my real MP5 SD, and I don't like that. Fuck you guys. See what you think. Just give her a full-on mag dump.
Okay. God damn.
Now what if I told you this is a semi-automatic weapon?
Go on.
This is the Super Safety. This is not a full auto. Anybody can buy this.
See, NFA, you're never gonna get us.
Can't stop the signal, Mal. No, this is straight up, like, as long as you're not a felon and you can actually, like,
FRTs at this point are definitely common use as well.
Yeah.
It's a lower kit. that you can just switch between safe, semi, and super safe. What? I genuinely didn't want to tell you that wasn't a machine gun first.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I've only fired probably 10 in my whole life.
Oh, really?
So the nuances of like how they should feel on the trigger and everything is not known to me.
But like, as just like a normal everyday Joe, like you really would never know the difference.
No.
That's pretty rad though.
Did you just shoot one of my chickens?
Chickens?
No. So we did a barrel swap. We're an actual gunsmithing facility, firearm manufacturer. So if you're gonna try to, steal this look, please take it to an actual licensed gunsmith who knows what he's doing, because the barrel swaps on these are not exactly intuitive. It's not like an AR-15 or something like that.
No, I think you can build that in your garage.
Barrel swap, put a real suppressor on this.
Dremel to JB Weld, you got it, guys.
Super safety lower. This lower itself,
don't listen to me.
It was like $650 for the entire lower assembly with the super safety. And I say all of this for this reason. Every single part of this build was bought completely off the shelf. I got the MP5 SD base gun from Firearms Direct Club. Otter Creek suppressor and the Hoffman Tactical Super Safety.
I just need to check out Firearms Direct Club prices.
You can buy off the shelf. Now, full disclosure, it's still because of the short barrel and because this is an actual suppressor. It's a double stamp NFA gun, so you don't get entirely around the NFA. Although hopefully, because of the $0 change in the big beautiful bill, we can get both of those things ruled as unconstitutional. Because spoiler alert, it fucking is. But long story short, you're not getting around the NFA, at least not.
I do have about a dozen projects that I'm waiting for January to do paperwork and finish. Good luck, ATFE forms.
Not for now when it comes to that stuff, but that's easy. But suppressors are pretty easy to attain. A lot of you guys out there have suppressors. And if you haven't jumped into the NFA world yet with short barrel firearms, a lot of you guys have like AR pistols and stuff like that where you've got braces and shit like that, so you're not having to do a stamp for that. The real motherfucker has always been that part right there, making it full auto, or at least something that simulates full auto pretty damn well. And the best part about it is, like I mentioned earlier, it is completely legal because this does not fit the definition of machine gun. And the even better part is that you don't have to take my word for it. They have a ruling or a judgment from a federal judge agreeing with that. It has gone to federal court where a ruling was made that this does not fit the definition of a machine gun and therefore is perfectly legal for you to possess. No tax stamp, no paperwork, no registration, no bullshit. All said and done, no bullshit. This entire loadout, like something for a gun this fucking cool, could easily be yours for like $3 or $4 grand. But if you want to go cheaper than that, I mean, they make them for like the AR-15s. Like I know Rare Breed does FRTs for the AR-15. There's a couple different ones out there for different weapon platforms and stuff like this, but it's...
Yeah, you can get a Glock FRT for $60. It's the one I have in this right here. This trigger, FRT, is $60. I paid $40 for it, but price went up. Supply and demand. Still probably one of the most budget-friendly FRTs on the market. The Pembleton one. Not sponsored, but cool guy.
Becoming much more popular, and honestly, after fucking around with it today, I see why. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Safety. Is this an essential piece of kit? Probably not. Is this stupid fucking fun? Absolutely. As I mentioned before, this is my first time playing around with it, and my God, is this, I don't even have words for it. If you're looking for a little bit of full auto fun in your life, and you don't have the means or the willingness to go through all of the regulatory paperwork and, the expenses and whatnot, this is my wallet, by far the next best thing to a machine gun. This is machine guns here. This thing is like here. Cali compliant guns are like there. As far as fun per dollar goes, this is the coolest thing this side of Roadhead. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys sticking along and learning about it with me. We've got some really fun range content lined up for this next few weeks. Until then, I appreciate you guys sticking to the end of the video, and I will see you sexy YouTube mother lovers in the next one, and I'll see some of you on Friday.
Who's he seeing on Friday? Wait, what's happening on Friday? Hold on. I don't know what's happening on Friday.
It basically just makes it illegal for a civilian to own a firearm, or excuse me, a machine gun that was registered. It basically just makes it illegal for your average civilian to own a, excuse me. Fuck me. I will get this line out.
It was first try. A got that one first try, chat. Good video. Actual honest review. Not really a review of FRTs, where they're not just claiming that it's, oh, clearly this is semi-auto. It's definitely blurring the line. And that's good. Not bad. There's a link to the video. Go give it a like. You watched it here. So there you go. Fancy pants. Oh, is it Creator Range Day? Is that what's happening on Friday? Clearly I did not get invited. Since I don't know what's happening. It's my goal. My goal is to get big enough to get invited to a Creator Range Day. I'm gonna go to one eventually, chat. Just you wait.